Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be doing a super easy, pretty quick and beginner friendly Easter nail set. So to start off, I'm taking this really pretty hollow green polish from this brand that I can't pronounce. I did get it off of Amazon in like a whole little collection of hollow polishes, and I'm going in and painting all of the nails with this. I ended up doing 3 coats of this because, as you can see here with this first coat, it is a pretty sheer polish. So in order to get like full opaqueness and like really good color payoff, I did have to do 3 coats of this. Although depending on the look you're going for, you can, obviously just do 1 coat, or you could do 2 coats. Really you can just do however many coats you want to do. You could also apply a base color first, so you could put like a green color underneath to help make the green color in this hollow polish pop out a little bit more. You could also do it on like a white base if you wanted to, or even like a black base. But if you do put a like cream color underneath of this, it will show through a little bit if you only do like 1, maybe even 2 coats, but definitely only if you do 1 coat of it. But it will help to enhance like that green color that is in that hollow polish. After I got all of those painted, I got out some colors that I wanted to use. I'm using the white, Best Buds, Butterfly Babe, Sunbeam, and I think this last one here is Clear Skies, all from Ball Pit. I thought these all would make for some really good like spring and like Easter colors. They're not like pastel colors, they're a little brighter, but I still felt like they would work for an Easter set. So starting off on this first nail here, I'm just doing a little bunny, so like the Easter bunny, and I'm taking white and painting on a circle, and then I get that filled in. And after I do fill it in, I kind of just go around the outside of the circle to try and even it out a little bit, also make it a little bit bigger because I felt like it was smaller than what I was wanting. So I did just go in after I filled it in to kind of perfect that circle a little bit. Also, before I went in and started painting on top of these nails, I did wipe them all off with some alcohol to remove the sticky layer, because like I always say, the sticky layer does tend to cause the gel polish that you apply on top to spread out a little bit, and that can kind of affect how your nail art that you put on top comes out. So I do recommend wiping the nails off with some alcohol. You could also, if you wanted to, apply like a matte top coat on top, but I just prefer to wipe off the sticky layer so that I'm not adding extra layers onto the nails and potentially bulking them up. And then after I get the circle on, I'm going in and doing the ears, which are two long, like oval-y shapes, minus the bottom half of the oval because that goes into the big circle there that I painted on. And then I just fill those in as well. And I haven't cured anything yet, but if you are more comfortable like flash curing in between doing things, you can do your circle first, flash cure that, and then do your ears and then get those all cured together. But I didn't feel like I needed to cure. Like, I felt like I was able to do all of this all at once and it'd be fine. So after I got this all on, I did go ahead and cure for a full 60 seconds. So the way that I'm doing this nail art today is different compared to how I usually do nail art, or like if I'm doing nail art like this where it's like a character type of nail art. Usually I do an outline first and then go in with the colors, instead of doing this method, which is the color blocking method, where you just go in with the colors you're using and paint on your little design or character or whatever you're doing. I usually do outlines on more complicated type of characters, like with my Lizzie McGuire set and my Pikachu set, because it's just a lot easier for me. But I felt like because doing a little bunny and then like the little Easter eggs that I'm going to be doing later on were pretty simple shapes and like designs, I really didn't need to do the outline. But if you do feel more comfortable doing an outline, you can obviously do your outline. After I got the bunny cured, I did wipe that off with alcohol, again, to remove that sticky layer, since I am going to be painting on top of it. Then I took that pink color and did his little nose. I kind of did like a little upside down triangle. And then I flash cured that before grabbing out the black from Ball Pit and taking a dotting tool and dotting on his eyes and then drawing on his little mouth, which I just drew a little line coming down from the nose and then two like U shapes on either side, and then I flash cured those. And then I went back in with that pink and added like the insides of his ears. I just did one little line on each ear for those. You can make those, like the insides of his ears, as thick as you want or as thin as you want. I just felt like doing just one little line in the ears was good enough for the size of the bunny that I had. And then once I got that all done, I did go ahead and cure for a full 60 seconds. Now moving on to the Easter egg nails. I am doing an Easter egg on the pointer nail and the ring nail. And for this one, I'm using that yellow color, and I just paint on the egg shape. So more pointed at the top and more rounded at the bottom. Almost kind of the same shape as the nails that I am actually painting on. So like the same shape as an almond nail, kind of. And then I filled that all in and cured it for a full 60 seconds because I felt like I could still see the hollow green through this yellow, and I didn't want that. So I did go ahead and add on a second layer of this yellow just to make sure that I couldn't see any of the background color through it, and I have a solid colored egg. And then I did just repeat this on the ring nail or the pointer nail. I don't know which one this is. But like I said, I did do the Easter eggs on the ring and the pointer nail. I just repeated that same thing on this nail with the blue color. Again, I did do 2 coats of this blue because I felt like you could still kind of see the base color through there, and like I said, I didn't really want that. Also, if you are doing this like an egg design or egg nails on like an almond nail, you could just paint the entire nail whatever color you want and then do like your design on the nail, and like the nail itself could be the Easter egg. That would make it that would also make it a lot easier, especially if you're a beginner. Then you don't have to try and paint on like an actual egg. The nail itself is already that shape. Like I said, that really kind of only works if you do like have an almond shaped nail, but I mean, you could obviously do that for any shaped nail that you wanted to do and just call them Easter egg nails. It's perfectly fine. You can do whatever you want. They're your nails. But anyhow, after I got those little eggs painted on, I did again wipe them off with alcohol to remove the sticky layer. And for the yellow one, I'm just going in with that green color and just doing some polka dots. And then on the blue one, I'm taking that purple color and just doing some horizontal lines. And then once I get the dots and the lines on the eggs, I do go ahead and cure for a full 60 seconds. And now for the pinky and the thumbnail, I'm just doing some flowers. I think these are like little daisies or whatever. And I'm just using my dotting tool to create the petals. So I just put my dotting tool down and then drag it to a center point where the middle of the flower is going to be. And that creates a little petal shape. And I just leave them like this. If you wanted to, you could like go in with your liner brush and thicken up the petals if you want. You could also add in more petals if you wanted. I just wanted to do like the 5 petal flowers that you usually see. But like I said, you can do as many petals as you want. You can also thicken up the petals with a liner brush, or just take your liner brush and like go on either side of the petals and widen it a little bit. I feel like I probably should have done that on the flowers here on the thumbnail because it is a bigger nail and I was trying to do bigger flowers to take up more space, but I kind of didn't want to do that because I had already like put my brush away and I didn't want to get it back out, so I just left them how they were. Then I went in and cured for 60 seconds. And then I'm taking that yellow color again and just dotting a dot right in the center for the center of the nail. And that is like the quickest way to do some little flowers. Honestly, you can do that with like any kind of flower design. Like if you just want to do some quick flowers, just take a dotting tool and like drag your dotter drag it on the nail to create some petals, and you can do, like I said, as many petals as you want or as few petals as you want. And it's a quick and easy way to do some flowers. Now I'm just going in with my shiny top coat from LGN and top coating all of the nails. I think the nail art on top would look really cute, like being matte, but because I did the hollow background, I kept the entire nail shiny. Because if you matte top coat like glitter or like especially hollow, it kind of dulls it out. Sometimes certain glitters look really good when they're matte, but hollow glitter really doesn't, because it takes away like all the rainbow reflect of it and it just dulls it out and it doesn't look shiny and sparkly anymore. So that's why I went in with the shiny top coat. If I really wanted to, or if you really want to, you could go over top all your designs with a matte top coat and have the contrast between a shiny background and the matte designs. That would look really cool as well. But again, I didn't feel like doing that. I wanted to keep this quick and simple, and this is the finished result. I think they are super cute. They're great for Easter. Like I said, this is a super easy, very beginner friendly design here. And you know, obviously if you're doing this on yourself, you can do whatever colors you want, you can do whatever designs you want, and whatever kind of order you want. You don't have to do it exactly how I did it, but these are just some little ideas that you could use for like springtime nails or even Easter nails. Like the flowers can be really good for spring as well. So yeah, I just think this is a really cute set. Very simple, very easy to do. It's really pretty as well. And I will here, turn off the lights and turn on my flash so you can see the hollow really well. I just think the hollow background kind of adds a little bit of pizzazz to the nail, and it just kind of really makes the designs on top pop, I feel like, because it's such a glittery background, and then the colors on top are all a solid like cream colors, so they really stand out against the background. And then here they are outside in the sunlight. Again, super pretty. I love this set. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.